Hi, I'm Deborah Arneson, licensed clinical nutritionist. This is the last, or I think the seventh or the eighth of our endocrine immune, build your immune series. So today we're talking about estrogens and more so looking at the female side of things. So there are 3 estrogens that the female body makes, and we make them more so in abundance during life cycles. So from 10, 11, 12 years old, we make an abundance of estriol, which is an anti-cancer estrogen, and you want to make a lot of it. It is a volatile estrogen, meaning it doesn't, it's unstable, and just like a teenager, rather unstable. Once we segue into our 40s, our 30s and 40s, we make more of estradiol, and estradiol is a hormone that can be a renegade hormone. It can go either way. It can be a good guy or it can become a bad guy and become what we call estrone. After 60, women typically make a greater abundance of estrone. That's why we would like to have a lot of the estriol from our youth years stacked in our bank account so that it can fight the cancer-causing estrogen called estrone that we make naturally over the age of 60. So it's important to keep these hormones in balance. Estrogens are dominant always in the food chain of hormonal productivity. And estrogen, I always call her kind of the bitchy hormone. So if you have too much of it, you can get really snarky and cranky, and it affects everything. So hormone testing is really a positive thing to do. And I much prefer saliva hormone testing over blood work testing, simply because when you saliva test, you get to see the end game of that hormone. It goes through a conjugation factor, a number of different steps. I don't want to bore you with that. Point is, you can make it or take it. It then has to go through step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it gets conjugated, and what you have left over is what we call usable estrogens. Some people have trouble converting, so you might end up with the wrong estrogen. I'm over 60, and at this point, I'm already making the estrogen that is not like breast friendly, simply because it is a what we call a torture estrogen. So you want to keep it down. You got to check it. You got to make sure that your estrone is not elevated, and if it is, you got to find a way to block it. You can use a D-aromatase inhibitor. You could use the broccoli tabs from MetaGenex, which is a natural estrogen blocker. It blocks the receptors. So hopefully that's somewhat helpful. You want to keep those estrogens controlled and dancing. And if you take hormone replacement therapy, you need to find a doctor who's willing, ready, and able to talk to you about estriol, 80% estriol and 20% estradiol. Most of them don't want to bother. Estriol is, like I said, a volatile, unstable hormone. It's hard to work with. If you have the patience, it is so beneficial. It's not funny because it is totally anti-cancer. So that's it in the world of endocrine support. We will talk next time about vitamins and what you must absolutely have every single day to keep your endocrine system strong and healthy and fighting anything and everything that may come along. I'm Deborah Arneson, licensed clinical nutritionist. I hope I threw you your health a lifeline. Until we meet again, I hope you stay safe and healthy and very blessed. Have a good evening.